Welcome back to Welsh Miniature Board Gamer. I'm not going to start this video apologising for the lateness of this video. It's usually out on the first of each month, but this month has been a real pain, so yeah. Also, I'd like to apologise for the fact that I haven't been releasing many videos lately. Just the craziness of summer has caught up with me, so yeah. Hopefully now it'll be getting back to normal as the days cool off and the kids go back to school, etc. But anyway, over to what I got done this month. So first of all, I got all these wolves done from the Zombicide Wolfsburg box set expansion, and I think there's about 16 of these, I think. That I got painted. I'd previously painted a few in other ones, and they're a pretty basic paint job, but yeah, it's for a board game, so I'm not really going to be worrying too much about a perfect paint job. So there's 3 different poses for these miniatures. Two of the poses are leap in, one of them's like running, but yeah, they're all pretty much of a muchness, and painted this similar to all the rest that I've got, with the red circle because it's a board game and I want to show up the difference between the bads and the goods. So this is a Mantic Goblin from Dungeon Saga, and I really like these miniatures. They got a lot of character. I'm really kind of tempted for the Mantic Kings of War Goblin army because they're really nice looking. They're goblins, and I think they'd be a lot of fun to paint. So here's another one, a bit of a commander goblin, if you like. He's a bit more fancy with his red plumage and red accents. I went for like a bone colour on the weapons. Pretty much it, really. There's not a lot to say about him. The bases are integrated bases, so I probably should have popped them and put them on something else because I don't play much Dungeon Saga. But yeah. No, I'll keep them on them, They're nice bases, it's just they don't really go with anything else that I own. So yeah, there's 2 of these Bowmen, if you want to call them goblins, and there's 2 spear goblins and their commander, so that's pretty much it. Here's the last, that should be the spear goblins. Oh no, actually, I didn't have the other one. Alright, so this is from Malifaux. She's, I forget what they call her, scoundrel, one of the scoundrels. And I really enjoyed painting her. Really nice, lovely detail on these miniatures from Malifaux. And really nice poses, etc. And I blended the hood. I tried out a new technique, doing a bit of like wet blending. So yeah, I was really quite pleased with her. And beautiful miniature. So these are from Core Space. So I think these are the some of the civilians I painted up this time, and I really liked. I like the color scheme that I ended up with this dude, and I think he's really kind of a, he's a man who follows fashion, Now this one, I don't know what it was, but I wasn't very inspired when I was painting her, so I just got the base colours down, did a little wash, maybe a tiny bit of a highlight back up again, and I called it done. I just was not inspired to paint her. And it happens, sometimes you come across a miniature and it's a perfectly fine miniature, but you just cannot get inspired to paint them. So this guy is from Saga. Yeah, he's a bit of a weird one to paint up. Very easy, because, I painted it up in one night when I was watching Escape from Pretoria. So, but yeah, very fiddly because there's all these tentacles everywhere and they're all blocking each other. So, you had a hell of a time getting paint onto it. But, I think the end result kind of works. It's a little bit, there's not much shading in it, but it was very hard to do, but it'll do. So this was one of the miniatures from the Nick Starter Stargrave thing, and yeah, I liked him. I have to replace this gun I'm pointing to here because the one that came on him was just all skinny and broke off. So I replaced it with one of the guns from the the multi-part plastic kits that was with it. So yeah, and I think he looks really cool. Sort of bounty hunter looking, you know. So all in all, we have 26 miniatures that I finished this month. So I fell behind on my 1-a-day challenge, but really I'm going to pick up again once the weather cools off and the kids are back in school, so I'm not too worried about that. Well, thanks for bearing with me, and until next time, goodbye from Welsh Miniature Bull Gamer.